Hey everybody, how's it going? It's the Cubeaholic, and today we are going to move on to part 2 of our blind series tutorial on how to solve blindfolded. This part is going to be on execution. It's going to be short, concise, but to the point, so it's going to be raw information so that you can digest. Alright, let's hop into it. Alright, so the first thing to do is mention how it actually works. So last week we learned our algorithms. So this video is going to be specifically on edges execution, because there's a set of algorithms that applies to the edges, but you know them. So let's hop right into that. The first thing to know is that when we swap pieces, we only swap 2 at a time. We swap 2 edges at a time, and also swaps 2 corners, but those same corners are going to be swapping back and forward. So that way, when we're done with it, they're just going to be solved. So when you solve edges, the first thing to do is know your buffer. So I like to solve in this blind orientation. It's orange in front and yellow on top. I like to have my buffer this sticker right here. So this is like the yellow blue edge, and the yellow sticker right here is the buffer. So whatever's in the buffer is going to swap with another piece, or another edge to be specific. So the best thing to do here is show you an example. So let's get into that. Okay, this is a scramble with just edges. So first thing, let's say I want to put this edge here, this sticker, because this is our buffer spot. This needs to go down here, and these pieces are going to switch. So I would do a setup move, and what a setup move does is it moves the pieces, or the cube, except for these 2 corners, because we don't want to affect them. That way we can do an algorithm to swap the right edges, or corners if we're doing corners. So now the piece that was down here comes here, because it swaps with the buffer. These 2 have to swap now, because it needs to go here. So you just do a J-perm. We don't even need a setup for that. This sticker needs to go down here, so we can set that up to T-perm using an L2 setup. T-perm, undo setup move. So the pattern you probably saw was setup move, algorithm, undo setup move. And that's how all of the edges work, unless you have an edge or sticker that you need to swap to, which is on the top side. So let's learn the swapping places. So if you need to swap to this sticker right here, you would do a JB perm. If you need to swap here, you do a T perm. If you need to swap here, you do a JA perm. So you would rotate, do your JA perm, and rotate back. Alright, now let's talk about setup moves, because those are very important. Alright, so let's say the first target is right here. So because we're shooting to this sticker right here, it's right here. So you would, we can set this up easily to a T perm by doing an L prime. And now these 2 can swap. Let's say a T perm, and then you would undo that setup move. So it's just an L. Alright, now this piece, this sticker needs to swap here. So a good setup move for that one could be a L wide 2. And that brings it here, so we can do a J B perm, undo setup move. Now some setup moves require 2 moves. For example, alright, this one here. If you want to shoot here, because we're going to shoot here, for this one you would have to do like D prime, L2, T perm, undo setup move. Alright guys, so that's basically it for edge execution. All you need to know are these 3 algorithms to swap the edges, and you're good to go. And as long as you learn your setup moves. Setup moves are very, very intuitive. You can almost you can even imagine them like when you're solving. So yeah, that's what I do most of the time. But as you solve, you develop your own setup moves. Alright guys, that's about it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in part 4.